Starts when I was in 3rd grade. I was walking to school in the morning and it was raining, and I was thinking, damn, why am I walking to school in the rain right now? I felt like most kids my age were being driven to school. Kind of felt awkward why I was walking alone right now. And then I kind of thought, like, I couldn't really feel bad about myself because most kids my age also had a family of 2, like a mom and dad. And I had a single mom at the time. So I felt like I couldn't complain because I knew my mom was doing what she could to have 2 jobs and to raise me and my brothers and our animals and stuff. And then I kind of just realized from then on that I wouldn't complain. And from that point on, I realized that if I ever wanted a car when I was going to be in the 9th grade, that I would have to start saving money because I knew I wouldn't be able to afford it later on in life. So from then I started working with my grandma. I worked fair vending businesses all throughout California from the time I was in 5th grade till about 8th grade. So I did that, making about only like $50 a day. Kind of sucked, 12 hours a day. But I mean, I did what I could to make money. And I ended up saving about $5,000, $6,000. I mean, that's not much for a car. But I mean, it was enough to get like a used car. So by the time I was able to take my permit test that I had studied really hard for, I passed it finally in the end of 9th grade. And with that money, I found a 2000 Honda Civic. And it was really nice. It was clean condition, everything. It was pretty cheap. I mean, it was only $3,500. So I had a lot of money left over. I bought the car. I was so excited. I passed my driver's test with it. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to take my mom out to lunch with, some of my extra money. So I take my mom out to lunch. I'm driving up the stalls, and boom, I get hit in my new car. The side of the car was totaled, and the axle, I guess, broke on the spot. And I was so pissed. I jumped out of the car, and I was screaming at this guy, and I was like, why the hell did you have to hit me right now? And it turns out the guy didn't have car insurance, so he had to pay me separately, like through my mechanic had to tell him pretty much what was wrong with my car. It ended up him having to pay me less than what the car was worth, though. I don't know why. And anyways, my car insurance had been under my grandma's name only because it was cheaper that way. My grandma kind of liked the car insurances. So what happened was they ended up having to give her the money. And my grandma had a gambling addiction problem, so she ended up gambling away all my money. So then from that point on, I had to start working over here at Little Caesars. Worked there for about a year, saved about $2,500, and then I bought a 1997 Ford Taurus. It's the ugliest car like I've ever seen. But I actually, when I bought the car, I didn't see the back of the car, and if you guys have seen it, it looks like a UFO. It's really weird. But I only saw the front, and I thought, because the way it was parked I bought it from a private lot anyways, the way it was parked I could only see the front, and I was like, oh, it's a pretty nice car for the price, $2,500. I can't beat that. I need a car to get to work, to school. So I bought the car, and I was really proud that I was able to do that on my own. And I mean, it's not the best car, but it's never broken down on me once for like the 4 years that I've had it, so that's pretty good. But I mean, out of that, I learned that I don't really need to rely on anyone else for money. I've learned that I'm able to rely on myself for the things I want. And that's kind of my lesson that I learned out of the good and bad.